It was in the mid-19th century that a Catholic cathedral for Liverpool was proposed, and over a period of some 110 years, 3 designs were commissioned. They are known as the Cathedral of St Edward, the Cathedral of the Good Shepherd, and the reduced design for the Cathedral of the Good Shepherd. Following the Irish potato famine of 1847, there was a dramatic increase in the Catholic population of Liverpool. This coincided with the restoration of the hierarchy in 1850, together with the reintroduction of structured dioceses for Catholics. During this period, a young priest, Father Goss, was teaching at the Catholic boys' school St Edward's College on Everton Brow, and later became coadjutor to Bishop George Brown. As such, he saw the need for a Catholic cathedral, and that a good site would be within the grounds of his former college on St Domingo Road. In 1853, Edward Welby Pugin was awarded the commission to design a cathedral for Liverpool, the Cathedral of St Edward's. The previous year, his father, Augustus Welby Pugin, had died. Augustus was the foremost architect for the Gothic revival, of which St Giles, Cheadle, is a classic example of his work. Edwin's design for St Edward's was dominated by a massive steeple, and within 3 years the Lady Chapel was completed and put into use. It was known as the Church of Our Lady Immaculate until it was demolished in the 1980s. The remainder was never completed due to lack of funds. In 1929, the new Archbishop of Liverpool, Dr. Downey, yet again revived the Catholic Cathedral project. By this time, Liverpool had a large Catholic population, but no centre of worship. In 1930, the workhouse site on Mount Pleasant was purchased by the diocesan authorities for £100,000, and Edward Lutyens was commissioned to design the new Cathedral of the Good Shepherd. At lower level, it would be simple, rising to a complex skyline of delicate spires, detached columns with substantial belfry towers topped by classical pavilions. Externally, this vast building would be of pinkish-brown blocks, relieved by bands of silver-grey granite. Internally, it would be faced entirely of granite. The cathedral would be some 520 feet high, higher than both St Peter's, Rome, and St Paul's, London. As part of the design process, Lutyens had a model constructed by the London architectural model makers Thorpe and included miniature sculptures by W. King. In reality, these would have been about twice life-size. Also, there was a figure of Christ by Charles Jagger. The model was shown in Dublin and St George's Hall, Liverpool in 1935. The model was also huge, measuring some 17 foot long, 10 foot wide and 11 foot high. This model was restored between 1992 and 2005. It is now on display in the new Liverpool Museum on the pier head. In 1933, Lutyens and Downey visited Rome. The design was blessed by Pope Pius XI, and on his suggestion, the cathedral was called Christ the King. Archbishop Downey also laid the foundation stone in the same year. At this time, the estimate for the project was £3 million. Work progressed until 1941, when it ceased due to the war, although an apprentice named Roland Brady carried on single-handedly laying bricks. He was supported by Teddy Eastwood, who mixed and carried the mortar. When construction restarted on the crypt, it was realised the cost had escalated to some £27 million, and that Lutyens' original design was no longer feasible. In 1955, Archbishop Godfrey commissioned Adrian Gilbert Scott, brother of Sir Giles, the Liverpool Anglican Cathedral architect, to redesign Lutyens Cathedral on a much reduced scale and to a cost of £4 million. The redesign proved unpopular and met with severe criticism and was also shelved. Adrian Scott was then given the responsibility for the completion of the crypt only. The crypt was opened by Archbishop Heenan in 1958. The crypt is divided into 4 main areas. To the north is the crypt hall, now used as a community hall and exhibition space. A smaller chapel, the Chapel of Relics, houses the tombs of 3 former Liverpool archbishops, Thomas Whiteside, Richard Downey and George Andrew Beck. It is sealed by a 6-ton marble fretted disc. The crypt is divided into 4 main areas. To the south is the Pontifical Chapel. It houses the Stations of Cross, designed by Howard Faulkner. There are 2 other chapels. One, the Crypt West Chapel, used for concerts and recitals, seating some 400 people. The other remains in use as a chapel where the Blessed Sacrament is reserved and other daily parochial services take place. Under Lutyens' vast brick vaults, many chapels are incomplete. David John's bronze of Our Lady of Liverpool hangs adjacent to the Blessed Sacrament. During Liverpool's Year of Culture 2008, the crypt housed the major international exhibition of the architect Le Corbusier's work. Finally, Archbishop Heenan realised that drastic measures were required to complete what he called a cathedral in our time. In 1960, an internal architectural competition was called to produce a new, realistic, cost-effective design. Frederick Gibbard was successful, and work began in 1962 and was completed and consecrated in 1967. We know this as the Metropolitan Cathedral of Christ the King, Liverpool.